Now that we created our design, the brown water bottle stand on Tinkercad, we have to export it to move on to the next step. The next step is slicing. The first step of exporting is that you're going to go up to the corner and right under the Lego block and the Minecraft axe, you're going to click on the export button. When you click on the export button, it's going to send you to this. If you have a 3D printer, you're going to use this side. But if you want to get it with something ordered, you're going to go over here. So first, you're going to click everything in design or the selected shapes. We only have one thing in the design, so we only have to do everything in the design. Then, we're going to do an OPG file, an STL file, or a GLTF file. For the Prusa Mini Slicer, we're going to use an STL. Now that I download our STL file, it pops up at the top of my screen and shows the brown water bottle stand. Now that we have our model exported from Tinkercad, we're now going to put it into our slicer. A slicer is a tool that cuts a model into layers and turns into a G-code, so the 3D printer can read the G-code and make your object. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the corner and click on the white box with the plus sign. Then you're going to find the file that's an STL and open it. Now we have our file on. I'm going to go through the tools on the left first. The first tool here moves it around the print bed. The second tool can make it larger or smaller depending on what dimensions you have. The third tool here is a rotation device. This can help you maneuver into positions you want it to be in when you print and to lower print time. Next is rotation. This is almost the same tool, but it's easier. You click on one side of the thing and it goes there. So I'm going to click right here and it's going to go there. Click here and it's going to flip over. The next tool is the splitting in half tool. This tool is helpful when your printer is too small for the printer to print. So what you're going to do is you're going to perform the cut like this, and now you have two parts. So now that you have two parts, you can move it across the print bed, or you can print it in two different parts. So now I can print the same part, just it's cut in half so I can print it faster. Next is our paint on supports. These are very helpful if you want to make your own supports. So first you're going to do a draw. So I'm going to do this squiggly line. And you have to make sure it's for support enforcers only on the other side of the screen. So when you slice it, it does custom supports just for that. That's what the green stuff you see here is. That's the support. And I can show you that. See, that's our support that we made. Now going back to our design. And then the final one is ironing out mistakes. This helps when you want to have a smoother base because 3D printing uses an ironing technique, which basically it creates more smooth layers by using its tip in a lower position. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our old shape by pressing the undo button, which is a helpful tool, and we're going to keep it there. Now going on to the top. So we have add the shape, delete a shape. This is a delete everything on the build plate. This right here can arrange your shape so you can have it in the most effective position possible. This is copy, this is paste, this is add instance, and this is subtract instance. And then this is split to objects and split into parts. And this is search, and this shows the different layers. And this is undo and redo. Now moving on to the right side of the screen. We have the top one. It says print settings. This is the amount of detail that you have. So you can change it. So I'm going to go to 0.5. And this causes the printer to be much more accurate, but it does increase the print time. Right now I'm going to stay on 15 quality because that's what the base thing is. Next is filament. There's different types of filament, and this helps you provide the cost of the print so you can see how much you're paying for and what you get out of it. The next one is printer. I have an original Prusa Mini, and this slicer is a Prusa Slicer, so it only works for Prusa. So I click on my Prusa Mini and then I can go next. Supports. This is crucial. If you press none when you slice it, it gives you no supports. even though you might need supports. So I'm going to slice it. This model isn't working. 1 second. And I'm going to slice it. So I have to click on them, and now they all reappear. So now this is our print. But if you want to add supports, which I recommend doing for this print due to the overhang, which you can tell by the blue in the top because it says bridge infill, you're gonna go to just for the blue. So now when we slice it, we have supports all on the inside, so it supports the inside of the print. Next, we're looking at infill. Infill is the density of the filament and the amount of air left in the print. Going to 100 means you're completely doing a solid print. Staying at 15 to 70 means you are hollow, and 0 means you have no infill. And brim is a feature which you can add, and basically what it does is it adds a circle around your print, so if your calibration's wrong, you can stop the print before it starts messing up. So now I'm going to slice the print, and it's going to show at the bottom the used filament grams, 52 grams with the supports. But if I take out the supports and slice it now, it's going to be 25 grams. And used filament in inches is 333. Used filament in inches cubed is 1.2 inches. And the cost is 92 cents for this piece. And the estimated printing time is 2 hours and 7. And I can speed that up by going to 25 milliliter draft. I'm going to save that. So now when I slice it, it's going to be 1 hour and 13 minutes. Now that we finished slicing, we have to export our G-code so we can send it to the printer. What you're going to do is you're going to press export, and you're going to find your drive. You're going to go to iPhone, we're going to save it here. So now that we have our file exported in the G-code form, you're ready for printing.